Welcome to our channel. 10 movies like Anyone But You. Anyone But You was a runaway theatrical hit thanks to great word of mouth about the movie through social media. Audiences posted TikTok videos of themselves dancing to Natasha Bedingfield's Unwritten, one of the characters' Serenity songs, and discussing the grilled cheese scene, causing many to flock to the theaters to see the romantic comedy. The interest made Anyone But You a box office success, bringing in $220 million against an estimated $25 million budget. Starring Sydney Sweeney as Bea and Glen Powell as Ben, the two portray characters who, despite having an amazing first date, end up hating each other due to misunderstandings the next morning. Over the years, they continue to encounter one another through their friend groups, but only really interact when Bea's sister gets married. Both are in the wedding party, and, to get everyone off their backs, they decide to pretend they're dating. Anyone But You isn't the first rom-com to implement the fake dating trope, but it resonated with audiences enough to result in an 87% on Rotten Tomatoes' popcorn meter. There are plenty of other films that fans of the Sweeney and Powell-led movie are sure to enjoy. From a young McDreamy as a teen interested in astronomy to wedding-goers stuck in a time loop, here are 10 movies like Anyone But You to add to the watch list. 10 Things I Hate About You, a 1999 rom-com classic, follows Cameron, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, a new student desperately hoping to score a date with Bianca, Larissa Olenek, a popular girl. However, Bianca isn't allowed to date until her sister Kat, Julia Stiles, does. The only problem is that no one is interested in Kat because of her outspoken nature, nor is Kat particularly interested in dating either. Cameron seeks out Patrick, Heath Ledger, a guy at school with a bad boy reputation, to woo Kat. What Patrick doesn't realize is that the more time he spends with Kat, the more he grows to like her. While the story focuses on Cameron's efforts to win Bianca's heart, Kat and Patrick's relationship takes up a significant portion of the plot and is key to Cameron's success. Without them, Bianca doesn't end up with Cameron, and Kat's father doesn't realize his oldest daughter can hold her own. Much like Bea, Kat's father is a bit meddlesome in her life, but eventually pulls back so Kat can attend college at Sarah Lawrence in the fall. 10 Things I Hate About You is a great movie for Anyone But You fans. Both are based on Shakespearean plays, and each presents an enemies-to-lovers story that is rooted in a fake relationship. Bea and Kat experience feelings of betrayal, even though Kat's happens in the third act, and they have similar attitudes when it comes to making their own life decisions. What happens after two wedding guests end up in a cave in the middle of the desert? Niall, Andy Samberg, and Sarah, Kristen Milioti, find out when they wander off from Sarah's half-sister's wedding to have a sexual encounter. Someone shoots Niles with an arrow, causing him and Sarah to be pulled into a cave vortex. When they wake up the next morning, they realize they're repeating the day of the wedding with no end in sight. The two try to find a way out, but it isn't without plenty of dead ends. Roy J. Cape Simmons, the individual who shot Niall, is also stuck in the loop, and rather than try to get out, he regularly chases after Niall for sport. Before using explosives as a method to return to the present, Sarah and Niall have a falling out. Niall is lying about how he spends his time in the loop, causing Sarah to not trust him anymore. It's reminiscent of why Bea and Ben hate each other after their first date. Palm Springs takes falling in love at a wedding to a new level because of the time loop. Those who love the humor of Anyone But You will enjoy all the ways Niles and Sarah try to break the loop. While their relationship isn't fake, Sarah and Niles have similar struggles, especially because of Niles's lies, and they only come together because of the wedding. When Eva's Gabrielle union, sisters want her to stop being overly involved in their relationships, something that is a residual effect of raising them after their parents died. Their boyfriends hire their old friend Ray, LL Cool J, to distract Eva. The first date doesn't go well, but things turn around as they continue to see each other. However, the sisters' boyfriends end up regretting their decision when the ladies compare their relationships to what Eva is building with Ray. When it looks like she could choose Ray over a move to Chicago, they leap into action to ensure they won't be compared to the couple. The men decide to utilize a drastic and rash option to solve their problem: kidnap Ray and tell Eva he's dead. They even have a funeral for him to sell the bit, only for Ray to crash the event. As Eva learns the truth, both about the fake deed